Welcome everyone to a brand new game here on the channel, Formula One 2020. Now, not only is this a brand new game for the channel, this is a brand new series. I've actually not played any of the previous Formula One titles going back however far this game series goes. This will be my very first time in the game. So why did I decide to play this game? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, it's racing and I love racing. Number two, it's something completely different. Having not played this game or this series in the past, I have no idea how the cars are going to feel, and I don't know any of the tracks. I've seen some of them when I'm watching on TV, like a lot of people, but I haven't learned the track. I don't know all the corners. There are very few tracks in this game that I'm going to have any idea where the corners are. So for that reason, it's exciting to me. And then the biggest reason, and the reason that really pushed me over the edge toward purchasing this game to begin with, is what we're looking at on the main screen, my team. The idea of doing a career mode where I get to start my own Formula One team, hire a second driver, do all of the R&D, upgrade facilities, all of that fun stuff. That is why I'm here. Amidst all the other reasons, that is the one that really pushed me over the edge. So what are we here to accomplish? Well, we're going to have tons of fun. I'm going to be using some driving aids, some things to help me out, because in order to have fun, you have to be able to complete some races, stay on the track, that kind of thing. So as I'm trying to learn these tracks and as I'm trying to learn the car, I'm going to use some of the driving aids to help me do just that. And my goal is, over the course of this career, get rid of some of the driving aids, and we'll see where it goes from there. But one thing I know for sure, this is going to be an absolute blast. So let's go ahead and head over to, we could start right here on the home page, but let's go ahead to the solo screen, and we're going to come to the My Team. And we have an option here to start a new career, and absolutely, that's exactly what we want to do. Now, I've set up some liveries and done some of that type of work in front, just so it would save us a little bit of time. My goal for today's video is to get us up to race number one. We're not going to do race number one in today's video because that would make the length way longer than I want it to be. But in today's video, I want to get everything set up and start trying to learn some of this information, because there's going to be everything new for me. So tons of information. We'll start out with our character. You can see I've already got our blue, white, and this very, very bright green in here. I absolutely love that color. And if you followed me in other racing series, you'll know that is definitely a favorite color of mine. All right, so there's what we look like. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. The good news is we can always create a new one if we so desire. And then, of course, once we get into the career mode, I have no doubt that we'll be able to change this pretty much anytime we want. So we're not going to edit that.
Okay, boss.
We're going to go ahead and choose this character. Oh, we got a guy talking to us.
The first thing we need to do is register a team name and bring in some important partners.
Team name, get some partners. I like it.
First, enter a team name.
All right, team name it is. We're going to go with, okay, what's happening right now? Why are you on the screen? We're going to go with, we're just going to say Knee Pit Gaming. We don't want to go with Knee Pit Racing. That doesn't sound quite as good to me. So gaming it is.
Now, let's choose our primary sponsor for this season.
Primary sponsor for the season. I like it. Let's scroll down here. Primary sponsor. Who do we want to go with? I like these numbers a lot. Of course, it's also pretty scary because it probably means we're going to spend most of that pretty quickly in getting our cars ready.
Increase the income from our sponsors.
All right, so some of them are going to give us a lot of money up front. Some are going to give us more per week than up front, and each of them has a goal. So let's take a look at the goal. First one is complete a full season, finish 10th or better in the Constructors' Championship, earn 15 Constructor Championship points. Okay. Now, my guess is I'm not going to earn any championship points for quite some time because I'm going to be terrible as a driver, and my car is probably going to be pretty terrible for quite a while. So let's see. All of these, there's 8th or better, 5th, or earn 5 Constructor Championship points. 5-point finishes during the season. I would like to think we can do that we could finish 10th or better 5 times during the season, but I have no expectation that that's going to be real. So I tell you what, I'm going to play it safe here. We're just going to go with complete a full season and use the very first sponsor. I really don't know what happens if we don't. Do we just lose the sponsor and have to find a new one, or what happens? Because right now I have no idea. So let's go with complete a full season.
Anywhere fast without a power unit. So
all right, power unit. So we got to get a power unit. All right, fine, we can do that. And yep, there goes all our money.
But be careful about spending all our cash.
Yeah, that didn't take long at all. So we go from a Honda at 2.3
will also provide upgrades throughout the season at no
to
extra
Ferrari
cost.
at 4.1. Now, the performance difference is pretty obvious, but durability is pretty obvious as well. But I'm going to go Honda here because we need to save some money here. I'm sort of wading into the unknown here, and I really don't want to spend all my money and immediately regret that decision 5 minutes from now. All right, so we need to hire a second driver. Oh, this guy's only 750K.
Good results, as long as we can afford them. Oh, and we renew contracts every few races.
Renew contracts every few races. Got it.
To sign someone else should the need arise.
All right, got it. So if we're not happy with our driver, we'll have plenty of opportunities to get rid of them. Oh, there's a Schumacher. Hey, you can't go wrong with a Schumacher on your team. Let's see. Let's go. What's the highest number? Okay, so 2 million. I really don't want to spend 2 million because, again, our car is terrible. And I can't imagine a driver is going to take us from back of the grid to mid-pack at this level anyway. Now, if we get, top-line driver, that might be the case. But right here, Giuliano Alisi, that's not looking bad. Pretty good pace there, 74. And otherwise, looking pretty similar to our guy Schumacher. Are there any Americans in here? There are no Americans in here. Okay, well, we don't have to worry about that clouding our judgment. So for $1 million, I'm kind of liking either one of these guys, honestly. Let's go with Alisi.
Looks like
we'll go ahead and select him. So $1 million there. Wow, we're left with 900 grand. So let's go ahead and confirm that. We had 4.2 million and immediately spent almost all of it. It sounds like Formula One.
We can add more sponsors to the
all right, here we go. Let's do the livery.
And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. We can edit at any time from the HQ. All right, so I've already got one lined up. This is one of the purchases from the store because I really like that scheme. That's a default one as well. We're going to go with, no surprise here, the blue, white, and the bright green. So I'm liking this so far. So good. I'm getting to play with colors.
For our team branding. Select an existing badge.
A team badge.
Or create one from scratch.
All right, you can probably see the badge it's currently showing on the uniform as well as on the car. So I've already come in and created one. That was... I really wish I could create some new ones by adding in some different shapes, but this one I kind of like. So we're going to go with this one that I've just created
to pick team colors for
a little while ago.
You'll see these colors throughout HQ.
All right, team colors. Okay, in the HQ, so I'm assuming that's going to be those diagonal lines going across the floor and ceiling. So let's go ahead and copy the livery colors. We'll press Y. And yep, I'm liking that. That's some bright, bright colors.
Great. That's everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But
start of each season? Okay, I like it. Start of each season, we'll get to make some choices about engines and drivers and who knows what else. All right, advance. All right, season length. So do we want 22, 16, or 10? Now, what I'm thinking is we go with this a little bit different. I want to go with this kind of like NASCAR in the respect that sometimes you'll see a new team come in and they'll run a few select races to try to earn some money and just see what their car has and try to find any bugs they might have and get their routines down pat. So let's go with a 10-race season. And then in future seasons, if you guys are loving this series as much as I'm going to be loving this series, then we'll bump that up maybe to 16, then finally to 22. But for right now, let's go 10 races, and that means we're going to Bahrain first, which is going to be really fun because I don't know anything about Bahrain. So, all right, 10 races it is. Advance. What's next? All right, so now we get to set up, okay, all the rules. All right, I do know on the right-hand side of the screen, toggle race style. We're going to go with the standard, and then we'll take a look at the assists and stuff here in just a moment. So we got full practice, 3 of them before qualifying. We'll do one-shot qualifying. Yeah, let's just do one-shot qualifying. Formation lap, all right, we'll leave that off. Race distance, we'll do 25%. That seems like a good place to start. As we talked about earlier, I'm guessing I can change these, if not at any time, probably at set intervals at least. So 25% seems good. AI driver level. All right, so after a little bit of playing around, I think I want to start at 70. Not because I think I can run with them at 70, but because I want a goal to aspire to. As I get more and more used to the car, and as our car gets better and better, I want us to move up through the grid. So I'm estimating that at 70, I'm probably going to be dead last on the grid on a regular basis, but that gives me something to look forward to, and that's really what this is all about for me. So AI driver level at 70, and hopefully I'll be able to increase that over time, assuming that I get at all better at this game. All right, now let's move over to the gameplay settings. Flashbacks, I don't know what that means. Is that a replay, maybe? So I'm probably not going to be using that. At least I don't think I'm going to be using that. Park firme, okay, we'll leave that on. Vehicle damage, let's go with reduced. Because if I go with full or simulation, then this is probably not going to, the races are probably not going to go very, very well for us at all. So let's go reduced. Yeah, we don't want to go off. Yeah, reduced looks good. Safety car. We could, I guess. Let's go on. Why not? Corner cutting, let's just do regular. I don't want to go ultra strict because, again, I'm probably going to make a lot of mistakes. So we'll try to give me the benefit of the doubt. Race starts, I really don't know what that means unless it's talking about me stalling the engine. We'll go assisted for now. Maybe I can figure out exactly what that is talking about later on. Do a little research maybe. All right, do we want surface or the carcass as well? We'll go both. Again, don't know what I'm going to do with those as it is right now, but we'll see. All right, so assists. Let's see. We're going to go custom, of course. Braking assist, no, I'll be glad to hit the brakes. Hopefully I hit them at the right time and the right amount. Anti-lock brakes, yeah, let's keep that on for right now. Traction control, we've got off, medium, and full. I don't want full, really don't want any at all. But I feel like to keep us on the track, put it in the right direction, we might need a little bit. I want to use the dynamic racing line because, as I mentioned, I have no idea about these tracks. I don't know them. And I definitely don't know the brake markers on any of them. So I'm going to leave this on for corners. Let's see, we got full off. And yeah, let's do corners. 3D or 2D? I have no idea, really. Let's just go 3D. Gearbox, yes, I'm good with changing gears. Pit assist. I am assuming that these two, like this one gets you into the pits from the start of pit lane speed limiter to actually pulling into the pit. So that's probably a good idea for right now. And then pit release assist. Okay, I'll go with on that. I really don't want to use that one though. I really don't want to use that. We'll go with it on right now. But I'm really looking forward to turning some or all of these off in the future. ERS, yes. Please help me out with ERS. Same thing with the drag reduction, yes. Fuel assist, yeah. Leave all that on until I can figure out what in the world is going on. All right, I think we're ready to go there. Let's go start session, and hopefully we get some good news here. We're going to the HQ apparently. Oh, no, we're going to be talking to some folks. Appreciate the thumbs up there, guy.
Okay, we're live.
So a very casual interview. We're going live. Here we go. What you got for us?
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport.
Nice cameras, by the
for
way.
many years. Now we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade. Amongst their number, Manor, Caterham, HRT, and of course, Haas.
We're not going to talk about
Some
most of
have
those.
proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams, and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that
Yes,
in
indeed.
Formula One too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill, and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become
Yeah, long time ago,
increasingly
they drove their
rare
own cars.
in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula One, so too is its driver and owner.
And that
Whatever
means
happens
a
this
lot of trouble.
You've already made
So whatever happens this season,
Tell me,
you've
do
already
you
made the
feel
history
up to the
books.
mammoth task
So how do you
of
feel about the mammoth
managing and
task
driving
of managing
Formula
and
One?
driving a Formula One team? I love it. Is there an option for that? What are our options? So this isn't just about me, it's about our team, and I'm behind them 100%. Okay, I like that one. Nothing easy is worth doing. I live for challenges. All right, like that one too. I won't lie, it's been a lot of hard work, and there's more to come. Okay. All right, let's go with this one. I have no idea. I'm guessing that these answers are going to affect our team in some way, either like a morale setting or our car or something. So we're going to focus on the team aspect of this.
Every team needs 2 drivers. But what was
You
it
got that
drew
right.
you
2
to
drivers. We got to
Formula
have
One?
them. All right, so what is it drew you to your teammates? Let's see. Skill set really suits our team. It was tough to get any drivers to sign on to a new team. Yeah. Okay, now that sounds more realistic. It was finding the right fit for our team. They understand we're new and appreciate the opportunity. Okay, that's my favorite one so far. We've seen what they can do on paper, and I see a lot of potential in them. All right, we're going with this one. I like the idea that they appreciate the opportunity with a new team. Because obviously we didn't hire a number 2 driver that
Who's
was
the team you're
amazing.
aiming to beat?
All right, no one aims to finish at the bottom. Who's the team you're aiming to beat? Okay, so we've got Williams. Oh my goodness. Alfa Romeo, Avatar. Okay. Haas. Now, I really want to beat Haas because it's the other American team on the grid, but they're too good for us right now, I would have to believe. So this one's difficult. Who is the lowest team on the grid? I don't even know who this is. So I'm going to have to go Alfa Romeo or Williams because Alfa Romeo, I really don't know them either. Let's go Williams. Williams has struggled a lot recently. Hopefully that hasn't turned around in recent times and I missed it. So we'll go Williams. Boy, let's hope
How are
I'm
you
right
expecting
about
the car to
that.
feel out on track?
All right, how are you expecting the car to feel on the track? Okay, this feels like a test. So we focused heavily on traction, on corner exit, responsiveness, okay. Chassis balance is incredible. Okay, I like that answer. Anytime you see incredible there, that seems like a good choice. Sim data, but we won't know to get on the track. No, we're not going that answer. So let's go incredible. Ooh, there we go. Your chassis department will notice that. All right, yeah, it is a test. Here we go. So let's get, now I'm going to have to get myself adjusted in my seat. Now we're down to business. The other teams now have years of experience on and off track. How are you planning to catch up to them? Well, we're going to spend a whole bunch of money and hope to win a whole bunch of races eventually. All right, fuel loads are the key to reducing weight. All right, so we're looking for efficiency of the power unit. Okay, that seems like a good option. We'll have a better picture. Okay, we're not going there. That's a cop-out answer. We're not doing that. The air has brought about a lot of complexity in the power unit, and we found room to innovate the ERS. Okay. Fresh pair of eyes can find solutions where other ways. Okay, so it's talking about reducing drag. Let's see. I like this about keeping the weight down. I also like this about the ERS as well. I won't lie. But let's go with keeping the weight down. All right, powertrain department, notice that.
Overtaking is
I assume that's a good thing.
part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your
All
way?
right, overtaking. Not sure how much opportunity I'm going to have to overtake. Hopefully, driver number 2 in the team will have plenty of opportunities, though. Let's see. We've developed an incredibly light car. This will help both top speed and through the corners. All right, yes, love that answer. It's not a race, it's a season. Stress testing, avoid grid. Okay, so this is about reliability. Overtaking is about power, so we've been working hard to get performance. Okay, so that's engine. And we've produced a really streamlined car. Incredible top speeds. Okay, I'm not really worried about top speeds right now. In fact, for somebody like me, downforce is going to be key. All right, I like this option with the incredibly light car. Again, just the lighter the car is, the better it should handle, and I need all the help I can get. So there you have it, chassis department.
And finally,
That's number 2 for them.
which of your new departments
All right, and finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of? Oh boy, nothing like picking your favorite child, is there? All right, so aerodynamics are the biggest part of Formula One. All right, so is it aero? Is it the engine department, durability, or chassis? Well, I've given some love to the chassis department already. That much we've already seen. So I could double down and say, hey, let's just go all in on chassis, or I could spread the love around. And if I'm going to do that, then aero seems like the place to go, because there is no doubt aero is vital. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and spread a little love around to aero. There we go. Our aero department has noticed
Well,
that.
that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares.
I don't like the way he said that. How this fledgling team
Okay, great.
fares.
Thank you. That's a wrap.
Almost seemed like he didn't believe in us. He's smart to do so, but nonetheless, you got to be nice about these things. All right, so there's our car underneath the tarp, because on the 6th of March will be the reveal. So it looks like we've got a little while before our first race at Bahrain, which is coming up on March 19. So now is an opportunity to figure out what in the world is going on in this menu. Okay, what happened? Oh, there we go. All right, I thought the screen was changing and I didn't press anything. So there's our engine department. All right, so we've got an overview. We've got a way to advance time. We've got activities. Oh, there we go. All right, I like this. So we've got how many days before the car reveal? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. So we got a square peg in a round hole kind of thing here. 9 days to fit the most gain that we can. All right, everything is 5 or 7, so this is no good. We can do 1 7 or 1 5. That's not what I wanted to see at all. So let's just go ahead and do. What do we want to do? What do each one of these do? Preseason driver press tour. All right, plus 500. A claim on a driver. Not sure what that does for me. And then spend a little bit of cash. All right, merchandise sale. Oh, we make 500K from that. That's pretty straightforward. Advertising campaign. We get team acclaim, as well as spend a little bit of cash. The team acclaim, I believe, is something I really want. So what about aero and chassis focus? That is department morale. All right, plus 50 on aero and chassis. And the other guys, how do they lose morale? Is it really that fickle? Am I going to have to play around with grown babies a lot? Is that surely I'm not going to have to do that. People mad because I didn't take them out to eat or something. All right, power and durability focus. Okay, powertrain and durability. So the opposite of this one. All right, driver training, second driver stats. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not worried about that second driver right now. It's going to be a while probably before I'm worried about him. So this one's out. But I'm thinking what we want is team acclaim so that we can get more sponsors and, of course, ultimately, more money that we can use. So let's go the advertising campaign. Let's go there. So then we need another 4-day thing, which unfortunately, I don't see any. Now, there's not any more available, is there? That I'm missing? No. Okay, so, all right, what about, oh, we can go after. Okay, after the car reveal. All right, after the car reveal, what do we want to do? Actually, quite frankly, I'd like to do another advertising campaign. Let's do a aero and chassis focus. And what do I have after that? 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I got room for a 5. Let's see. How about a little extra cash? Can I do another one of these? Can I do another advertising campaign? Because I'm thinking Team Acclaim is where I want to be right now. Can we do that again? Ooh, we can. It didn't get rid of it here, did it? Yes, it did. Of course it did. All right, fine. Let's go back and put it where it's supposed to be. I was trying to do all sorts of advertisement. Okay. All right. Never mind then. I will choose something else, which is going to be the Aero Focus. All right. We don't have enough. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We got 5. All right. We don't want the training camp. That much I know. Merchandise sale. There we go. That fits in neatly, and that takes us to our very first race. So I got as much in there, but if you're like me, I don't like having this unfulfilled. I want to have some smaller activities that I can fit in there. All right, so we'll deal with it the way it is. All right, messages. New car smell. All right, wow. Good luck. We can invest in facility. Okay, we got it. System access. All right, that's just information. So nothing huge there. At least I don't think it was. Now, what are we looking like in our facilities? So we've got spec 0s and 1s. We've got resource points, which I see at the bottom of the screen in the center, 120 per week. So we'll want to maximize that. We've only got 900,000 right now, and something tells me that's not going to be enough to do anything, but we're about to find out. So Aero, what do we got for Aero? That must have been based on how I answered the question earlier when I gave them a little love. So we've got a +1 in each of these categories. Wow, that is nice. So an extra 5 million for fabrication capacity. Yeah, we're nowhere near any of these numbers. Build times, time increase. Okay, I like that. Quality control, failure chances. We'll decrease them by 10%, 20%, and so on. Okay, I like it. And then resource point generation. Look how expensive that is. Yikes. Okay. All right, what about can I go to the next one? Yes. Maybe. There we go. All right, so we're over to chassis now. And so we've got, really? Okay, same general thing. Not quite as expensive over here, though. We're at spec 0 instead of 1. Okay, I'm with you. Personnel simulator. Okay, this is all about the second driver, so we're not even worried about that at all. And then Powertrain, again, same type thing. We're only at 2 million here, so it looks like once you reach spec 1, things take a huge jump in cost. Yeah, a huge jump in cost. So this is going to be a very slow process of improving our team. I'm certainly fine with that. All right, so we're going to have some decisions to make because do we want to go after resource points, which are going to be used over here in R&D, or do we want to maximize like build times and mistake chances and all that kind of stuff? All right, so first things first, let's look on the right-hand side of the screen. Vehicle performance comparison. Williams is at the bottom, so I guessed right there. Good. I did not realize Haas was next to last. I thought Haas was somewhere mid-pack is what I was expecting. Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri, they're both just above us. And then we get into a pretty big jump when you get up to Ferrari, Mercedes, and all that. Okay, not too bad. So we're not last on the grid as far as the car goes. Drivers, that's another idea. All right, so let's view this tree. So we've got 1,000 in the top right-hand corner, 1,000 points to spend. So what do we have over here? Oh, wow, we've already got some. Let's zoom in and take a look at these upgrades. So we've got weight reduction, weight reduction. Okay, we know where that came from. That was from us answering these questions. So all of these are purchased. And we need to get to facility spec number 1 to open up anything else. Okay, yikes. So we're going to spend some money before we're getting anywhere else with our chassis. All right, well, I guess that makes things pretty simple. Aero. We've got a new front wing and a new rear wing. Okay, each of these are 500. Am I going to be able to get both of these? I kind of like that. Let's see, recommend upgrade. Let's see what this guy says.
What do you think of this one?
I assume he was talking about the main. Let's see. Let's move around a little bit and then do it again. Yeah, there we go. All right, so he does want us to do the front wing, and I really can't argue with that. If you look on the right-hand side under Knee Pit Gaming, you can see that the slider has moved just a little bit farther to the right with regards to our downforce, so I can't argue with that. Okay, basically the same, maybe a little bit more with the rear wing. Okay, and finally, let's take a look at the powertrain. What do we have here? Wait, did we already have anything? Yes, we have 5. 4 of 15 upgrades on the power, 1 on fuel efficiency. All right, I'll certainly take that. All right, so if we go here, the ignition system, okay, that would give us a little bit more power. And again, you can see the slider moving around. We already have a little bit more fuel efficiency. Okay, that's the one we saw earlier. What are these glowing ones right here? These are already fitted, okay. Oh, these are the upgrades that it was talking about that the our engine supplier, who happens to be Honda right now, will be giving us during the season. It's just, okay, so it's giving us the time frames. All right, so we can't do anything about purchasing these. Gotcha. All right, and I'm figuring engine power is probably not where we need to go right now. Same thing here. Yeah, let's don't worry about that right now. Let's go back over here to Aero, because we're toward the bottom here in Aero. Basically even with Haas and Williams, poor Williams, at the very bottom. So let's go ahead and do the front wing. So I want to develop it for 500. Develop it standard or rush. Okay, we can't rush it. I assume that's another upgrade we would have to purchase. So it's going to be ready on March 12th. Okay, which is good. That's just over a week ahead of our first race, so develop. 30% failure chance. All right, we don't want to hear that. Let's just get it done. All right, so then another 500. No, it's now 525. All right, so we can't do that. All right, let's back out, because I really want to get these two done first, because I think we're going to need a lot of aero help, or at least I am as a driver. We've already done some work in the chassis area. Durability is just going to have to wait for right now. I'm trying to get up to pace as quickly as we can, and hopefully we won't break down too much, and hopefully I won't hit too many walls or other cars. All right, so let's back out of that. We're going to save a few resource points there. You never know when we might need them. Let's see. In progress R&D, of course, we know what that is. That's our front wing. Ooh, and the progress history. Now, I like this. All right, so we're going to get to see how that develops over the course of the season. All right, moving on to vehicle. Ooh, we got new parts and pieces. And I'm sure there are rules coming along with this about when we can change them and how often and stuff like that. Surely. All right, we're going to leave that alone for right now. And then corporates. Yeah, here we go. This is what I was thinking. Secondary sponsor. So we already got our primary sponsor for the first season, I believe, is how long we keep them. Secondary sponsors, we need to reach level 2 of acclaim. And I believe we can get there fairly quickly, hopefully. And then 5, 10, and 20. Okay, it's going to be a little while for them, but surely we can reach number 2 and get some secondary sponsor money coming in pretty quick. All right, I like that. Contracts. Oh, let's go back. Contracts. All right, 279 days for driver number 2. All right, like that. The driver market. Look at their acclaim. And ooh, the market value. Boy, that is something to behold. Wow. This is where we get an opportunity to see how we fit in. Alisi is acclaimed 4 for $1 million. Yeah, well below anybody top on the grid. So really, he's not even until we get down to, okay, we get down to free agents. That's it. Yeah, everybody's got better drivers than us right now. All right, finances. So far, so good. Looking good there. We'll keep a track on that naturally. Finance history. Well, we don't really have any history just yet. We just got started. It looks like, oh yeah, here's where we can come change the car. Us, team name, colors. All right, yeah, I like that. All right, so let's come back out of that. And then finally, standings. So as the season progresses, remember, we're only in 10 races this season, so we can't really move up in points. But our goal is just to improve as much as we can, both as a driver as well as a team. So we're going to need a lot of money, a lot of R&D, and I cannot wait to get started. So let's go ahead and let's move forward to the car reveal. Let's see, when do we get... There it is, the front flap, the front wing main flap on the 12th. All right, so that's really the big thing. All right, we'll let time move along here. How do I stop this? It is A. All right, do we want to go to the car reveal? Absolutely we do. Let's see what they got for us in the car reveal. Hey, I have to give them credit. This game knows what they're doing with the presentation side of things. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that. This is looking very nice. This is getting me genuinely excited to drive this car. It has a different feel to it when you know there are other people involved and you feel like you're part of a team and they're counting on you to get the best finishes and not destroy the car and all that kind of stuff. It's just, this is awesome. All right, so do we want to advance time? You can see we've added a little bit of money. Hey, and we've reached acclaim number 2, level 2. All right, I like that. That was under corporate, I think. Sponsorship, there we go. We can add a secondary sponsor. Now, this is what I want to do. All right, we got a whole bunch of options here. Yikes. So our goal, all right, we got a base level of weekly income. Then we get a bonus if we reach the goal. Okay, so we'll add those two together. Hopefully we can find a bonus that we can reach every race weekend. All right, score 3 points. Nope, we're not going to be doing that. Let's see, complete a total of 75 laps. I doubt we'll be doing that on the reduced. Let's see, what do we have? 50 laps as a team. Now, that's something we might be able to do. That'll get us about, we'll call it 180 to 190. So we'll keep that number in mind if I can remember amongst all these names. Achieve the fastest lap. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that. Complete a total of 10 laps during practice. Now, that seems like one we can do. That's around 100, we'll call it 140K on there. Okay, not bad. And what do we have? All right, so overtake 10 drivers. I would love to think I could overtake them or my other driver, but complete a race with no DNFs within a team. All right, that seems doable. We'll call that 180,000. Can we do that? I won't go ahead and tell you. The weak link is probably going to be me in that chain. But I can't even begin to pronounce that name. No way. I got no shot. But right now, that is the leader. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Let's see. A total of 30. Boy, this is... They are really tempting me with these laps during practice. Qualifying 15th or better. I don't know if we can do that or not. I'm hoping we can with our second driver. Let's see. Answer 4 interview questions. That seems like something I could do, but I don't know what's involved in that. Do they have to come to me or do I go to them? Is it an option I choose or what? As a team, complete a total of 10 laps during a race weekend. Okay. Now, we got to be able to do that. I mean, the races themselves are going to be more than 10 laps, so if each of the 2 drivers completes 5 laps, no practice, just in the race. Okay, let's go with this one. This is drop dead easy. It's got to be. So, I mean, it's not the most money in the world, but let's just go with something easy. Let's just do it. As a team, complete a total of 10 laps during a race weekend. I mean, if we can't do that, then something's bad wrong here. And this series ain't going to last very long at all. All right, so that is all set. Let's see, where are we now? I want to get to our main flap. I want to get to the 12th. So let's go ahead and advance time.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package
Oh,
for this
good
weekend has failed.
gracious.
Check your R&D screen to order
It
any new
failed.
developments.
Come on, game. Our very first one has already failed. Come on now. We can do better than this. All right, let's see what that means for us. You people are killing me here. All right, so what does this mean? It's going to cost me more, but I don't know what that means. It failed. Do I not get as much performance? What is the deal? Do I just have to pay more? Let's try this. Develop. So I guess it's just going to cost me more points. Is what it sounds like. But at this point, I have no idea. All right, what I do know, let's see, 525. Okay, it did not affect the price of the rear wing, which is very important to me because that's what I want to do next. All right, if it just costs me a little bit extra and obviously some time, then I don't like it, but I can at least deal with that. Let's see, let's go ahead and advance time. We've got our aero and chassis focus coming up, and then an opportunity to make a little bit more money, as well as our merchandise sale. So aero and chassis, there's our weekly resources, and merchandise sale, there's our 500K. All right, so we did it. So let's take a quick look as we really wind down today's video, which has been a lot longer than I thought because there's so much going on in this game, and which has me even more excited. Now I can't wait to get started. So we're now sitting here at 2.23 million. We've got a little over 1,100 resource points, and we've reached level 2 on as a team. So we've got 2 sponsors. We've got money coming in. This is looking good. We've got some money to spend. Now I just got to figure out how we want to spend it. But a lot of decisions to make, and we hadn't even got to the first race yet. This career mode is extremely in-depth, and I can't wait to get started. So stick with me when we come back next time as we will continue our career mode in Formula 1 2020.